Görvel Fadersdotter, Sparre. Görvel Fadersdotter, Sparre 1509 or 1517, 20 April 1605, was a Swedish noblewoman and county administrator. She was a major landowner in Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. Early life. Görvel Fadersdotter was born on 1509 or 1517 at Hdulsta Manor in Uppland. She was the daughter of Fader Nilsson Sparre of Hdulsta and Angsodidse, 1523, and Bodelnutsdottertree Rosser of Morby died by 1520. She was an early orphan and a great heiress through both her parents. Her maternal grandfather Knut Alfsen was the greatest landholder in Norway. When he rebelled against the Danish king and sided with the Swedes in 1501, his estates were confiscated by the Danish crown after he was slain. This property, consisting of 200 estates in Norway and Denmark, was later given to Görvel Fadersdotter. Görvel Fadersdotter was married and widowed 3 times. In 1532, she had 1 child, her son Nils Ulfstand, 1535–1548, who died of the plague during a trip with his stepfather. During her second marriage, she left Sweden for Varberg Fortress in then Danish, now Swedish Halland, where her spouse was county administrator. During the count's feud Grevefaden Görvel Fadersdotter was held as prisoner there and confronted with various legal claims of her lands from her Norwegian and Swedish relatives and stepchildren. In the 1530s, she had the Danish monarch appointed her guardian to further protect her interests. At the death of her son in 1548, she was in sole control of large territories. Landowner. Görvel Fadersdotter was described as clever, sensible, and was reportedly successful in her ambitions. In 1574 she renounced her claims on the debts owed to her by the crown, and was in exchange granted the fief Trolls Manor Trolleborg as county administrator. She later exchanged her Norwegian properties with King Frederick Roman II of Denmark for equivalent compensation in Skane. Between 1582 and 1599, she granted the Danish crown her Norwegian holdings in Nordenskjold, Giske-Godset, Finnfinnegodset, and Bjarkøy-Godset. In 1582, she received the fief Boringekloster in Skane and some minor parishes. In 1601, she made King Christian Roman IV of Denmark the heir to her Danish and Swedish lands. Her Swedish holdings had been confiscated during the Northern 7 Years' War 1563–1570, but were given back at the time of the Danish-Swedish Treaty at Flakkebak in 1603. Görvel Fadersdotter managed her estates with the help of good tenants, obtained huge profits from her lands, and constructed the Torup Castle Torup's slot in Skane after her own drawings. She only visited Norway once, but was from the 1530s a frequent guest of the Danish king, as he was of her. Among her estates, she preferred to live at Boringeklost, where she acted as the guardian of many daughters of the nobility. She died at her favourite estate on 20 April 1605. Other sources: Sparre G. Görvel G. Gjarild, Fadersdatter I. Carl Frederick Bricka, Dansk Biografisk Lexikon Forstautgaven, 1902. S. H. Fingran, Görvel Fadersdatter Sparre Norsk Biografisk Lexikon v. Oslo 1931, SS. 144–146. Paul Kolding Sparre Görvel G. Gjarild Fadersdatter, Dansk Biografisk Lexikon Andra Utgaven, Roman 22 Copenhagen 1942, SS. 337–339. Furmansen Sparre Görvel Fadersdotter, Svenska man och kvinner, 7 Stockholm 1954, S. 134. Hans Gillingstam, Sparre of Hdulsta och Ängsö, Ålder Svenska Frälseslakter. A Tartavler, I. 2 Stockholm 1965, S. 191–198 Sarskilt S. 195, Görvel Fadersdotter. Thelmajexlev Paul Kolding Sparre, Görvel G. Gjarild Fadersdatter, Dansk Biografisk Lexikon, Tredje Gavin 13 Copenhagen 1983, SS. 585-586. Kjeldeskriftfondet ved per Øyvind Sandberg, Görvel Fadersdotters Ringskap over Giskog Giskagodset 1563, Kjeldeskriftfondet Oslo 1986, SS. 49.